Hello, welcome to our first e-learning session. My name is Amal and I work in customer experience at GDM, and I will be taking you through this presentation on how you can validate your facility operational lifecycle status on Converge. We'll start with a quick little background in terms of why this is important and what we're going to cover today. And then I'll do a little demo on Converge to show you how you can view all of this data. Of course, feel free to contact us if you have any questions. We'd love to hear from you, collect some feedback, and help you out. So for some background, the AER released an industry bulletin on September 26, 2023. In this bulletin, they said that they are requiring facility licensees to fix data discrepancies between the AER and Petronix. In January 2024, the AER will include facilities where the operational lifecycle status cannot be verified in the licensee's assessed inactive liability. The bulletin does provide a workflow for verifying facility information and fixing these data discrepancies. Some other things to note are this data discrepancy is also an issue in Saskatchewan, though there hasn't been a bulletin released for that area yet. And British Columbia and Manitoba have not developed Petronix reporting for GDM to support facility Petronix data. So why is the AER concerned? Well, the AER license status does not provide enough information to determine if a facility is inactive. So as you can see, these are some examples between the AER license statuses and the Petronix operational statuses. The second thing is that not all facilities require an AER license. So the single well batteries, disposal facilities, test batteries, etc. do not require AER licensing. These facility types are required to be added in Petronix as a linked facility to a well. In terms of GDM data, our data is sourced both from the AER and from Petronix directly. So we do contain both data sets in Converge. This means it's really easy for you to be able to pull up those statuses and compare the data quickly. There are some key attributes on the screen that will show you how you can identify what may be AER data versus what may be Petronix data. You will be able to see these attributes in the license number versus the facility ID, the license status versus operational status, or the licensee versus operator. Data on the facilities is managed by different functions within a company that's operating facilities often. So AER license data may be maintained by a regulatory body, whereas Petronix data may be maintained by production or accounting for the purpose of submitting certain reports for calculations. You will also find status discrepancies where the AER could say issued versus Petronix may say abandoned. Or there could be ownership discrepancies where both the AER and Petronix have different owners reported. So why is this of concern to someone like you who may be a facility operator? Well, if there are data discrepancies, the AER's inactive liability will include facilities that are abandoned or facilities that have been sold to another operator. This means that your inactive liabilities will be higher, costing you a lot more money. So how can Converge help with this issue? Well, this is where we come in. First, you're very easily able to search all of these attributes like licensee, operator, license status, and operating status. This means that you could easily find all of those data discrepancies. Converge also includes production data on both wells and facilities to help you understand the historical performance of these facilities. So you're able to look back in time and see the production so that you can understand what's going on with those facilities a little better. Converge also has a ton of documents. We have the AER regulatory documents as well as the disposition document type, which includes associated compressor information. And this is one of the things that was mentioned in the bulletin. Finally, we also have a facility inventory report, which will include the licensee, operator, license status, and operating status. You can export that. You can use Excel or any other tools to automate and compare the data on that report as well. So let's get into Converge and see some more details on how we can identify these data discrepancies. Let's switch over to Converge so we can view some of those data discrepancies that we've been talking about. When you first open up Converge, you will land on the map. Here you will have to begin by making a selection so that you can view data for specific assets. There's a few different ways you can go about making that selection. One way is to enter the location here. Clicking this arrow will take you directly to that area on the map, and you can make a selection there. The other way, which I'm going to show you now, is by toggling on My Assets. This will create a heat map, and we can see where all of our assets lie on the map. We can zoom in and out, or we can drag and drop the map so that we can gather a different area. Taking the rectangle selection tool, just drag and drop to highlight an area on the map. All of the selected assets will be displayed in the data panel below. Let's switch over to facility because that's what we're most interested in right now. When you're looking at items on Converge, you will have a lot of options in this data panel. We can toggle any of these columns on or off if we're not interested in seeing them or if we'd like to move certain columns closer together. This allows me to view licensee, operator, facility name, operational status, and license status quickly at a glance, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. So I'm going to set it up like this. One of the things to note is that license name and licensee, as well as the license status, is going to be data that is provided from the AER. The other columns, which are titled operator or operational status, is going to be data that is provided by Petronex. As we're scrolling through, we can already probably spot some discrepancies here in terms of data differences from the licensee and the operator. You can also click on a specific asset to move to that asset, and that will just be highlighted on Converge. So let's select this asset here, for example. If I want to see some more details of this asset, I can click on it on the map, and that will display a few details here, which are also available in that data panel. If I click on this icon over here, that's going to take me to the facility card. Here I can see the attributes, documents, and production data. So if I click into this, for example, I'll be able to see any documents here, and I could also download those. Alternatively, if I click into production data, we'll be able to see all of that production data here, and we can interact with all of this information as well. So if I go back to the map and we're viewing our selection here, there is another way that you would be able to also make a selection. So let's clear this one first. And what we're going to do here is build a query. So we're going to click on that search bar and we're going to switch over to facility. And under licensee, we're going to put this example that we're using right now. Let's leave operator blank because we are looking to highlight discrepancies. Hit continue. And here we can see we've selected a lot of facilities. One of the key, however, is to see the differences between the licensee and the operator. So we can already see a couple just as we're flipping through this data panel here. Now this is a lot of data, so you may want to export it in a way that you can filter through it a little bit more easily and run any reports that you might need. On the left-hand side, we're going to click Reports, and then we're going to click on Inventory. And here we're going to select Facility. This is going to run the report, and we'll be able to see it right on the screen here, and we can see all of those columns that we were seeing on the data panel below. So all of this data is available. Here, we could choose to download this as a PDF. Let's say this data was really clean and you just wanted to share it with your team. You could download it as a PDF, go ahead, print it right away, and use that report as you need. Alternatively, if you do have some data that you would like to filter through, make some changes, you may want to click Save as Excel. That's going to download an Excel file and you'll be able to edit that and filter the data however you need. Well, thank you so much for watching this e-learning session. I hope that it was really helpful to you and that your organization can use some of the tips and tricks we taught you in terms of finding these data discrepancies and fixing them with the AER. Feel free to contact us at support@gdm-inc.com if you have any questions or would like to chat about this further. Our team would be happy to help you out. See you in the next video. Bye!